Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Habakkuk, double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same and teaching the same. All right. Just a quick sit down. Okay. Today is the 30th. All right. Tuesday sundown and Wednesday sundown is the Day of Atonement. Okay, and supposedly, okay, we're gonna see if it's true or not, but supposedly the government shutdown was supposed to happen, tonight, okay, Tuesday sundown, which that starts the Day of Atonement. Okay. So that has spiritual significance too. Okay. So we're gonna watch certain clips of this brother Jim is Prepared for Trouble. His sit down that he did 8 hours ago, titled "Will There Be a Government Shutdown on the Day of Atonement?" So we will see. Okay. You gotta understand. Esau, he don't shoot straight, so to speak. Meaning he's not gonna tell you the truth. He's not gonna tell you exactly what he's gonna do, and then do it. All right. So we'll see. Now we know, according to prophecy, eventually, yes, the government will collapse. All right, society will collapse. We know that. That's in the near future. We know Jacob's trouble is upon us. Okay? But is it going to happen tonight or tomorrow? It awaits to happen. All right, we're waiting to see if it's they're gonna actually shut the government down or not. Okay? So we're gonna watch these clips. I already watched the whole video. We're just gonna watch the clips that the brother put in the video. All right, we're not gonna watch the sit down. All right.
Shalom. Call Elohim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. Yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video concerning this whole potential government.
The end of September, if Congress...
And then we'll grab some precepts.
The US government will officially run out of money at the end of September. If Congress can't strike a deal by then, the government shuts down at midnight on Tuesday. So what does that mean for Americans? Millions of federal workers won't get their paychecks. National parks and museums will close. But here's the thing, tens of thousands of federal employees, including airport security staff, air traffic controllers and the military, still have to go to work without pay. Social security payments could be delayed too. We've seen shutdowns before, but this one could hit differently. The White House has asked federal agencies to prepare plans for mass layoffs. We're not talking about temporary furloughs where workers come back once the government reopens. These would be permanent. Bear in mind that about 300,000 federal workers have already been laid off or left their jobs this year. So the stakes are high and the odds don't look good. Congress last agreed a spending bill back in early 2024. Since then, they've just rolled over existing spending. Even that looks unlikely to pass this time. It would end key healthcare subsidies, so Democrats say they won't vote for it. President Trump cancelled a meeting with leading Democrats this week. In 2018, Trump walked away from negotiations in his first term. The result, a 34-day shutdown, the longest in US history. Now the clock is ticking, and millions of Americans are about to feel the impact. The US...
Yeah, so like she mentioned before, government shutdowns aren't anything new. It happened last time in Trump's...
Yeah, I already did a sit down. All right, I already did a sit down on the government shutdowns, but doing another one, all right, I want to get these videos that the brother had.
Hours ago and said that Americans are going to suffer financially for at least...
Next video, and then we'll grab some precepts.
So Trump came out a few hours ago and said that Americans are going to suffer financially for at least 2 years while his tariff strategy takes place. Okay, which means millions of people are about to lose their jobs, they're about to lose their homes, they're going to lose everything they have. Kids are going to be food insecure. We are looking at an economic tsunami. Okay, there's only one of two scenarios in which we can turn this around. One is Trump is lying about the tariffs. If he's lying and he backs down the tariffs, that could help. Okay, he lies every day, so that wouldn't be surprising. But if he's not lying and he keeps these tariffs in place, the only thing we can do is march in the streets and fight back. Call your local representatives. Do whatever you can. Show up at town halls, okay, and complain before he takes every single thing you have. Don't think he'll lose a minute of sleep over it. He's a sociopath. He doesn't feel your pain. He doesn't care about you. Believe me. Even if you're MAGA, he doesn't care about you. I know you think he does, but he doesn't. It's time now, guys, to take control. This is the only chance we're going to have, and we're running out of time. So Trump came out a few hours ago and said that America...
I'm trying to see if it's another one. Okay, no, that's it. So those are the two videos that I wanted, in case you didn't see those two clips. All right. Because I know the first time I didn't. And the sit down when I talked about the government shutdown and things like that, I didn't have those videos, So this is kind of like a part 2 dealing with the government shutdown, plus just speaking on the Day of Atonement, okay, which started from Tuesday sundown to Wednesday sundown. All right, so so this Judges 5 and 11. Bear with me. It says, "They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water." Okay, the drawing water represents captivity. All right, us being in captivity. All right, and Lord willing, and and I got the precepts for the Day of Atonement. All right, but during the Day of Atonement, what we fast. No water, no liquids, no food. Okay, you're afflicting your souls. All right, and you're praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to forgive us, of our sins in this life, our past lives. Okay, and that the Lord can what? That they are they that are delivered from the noise of archers. We want to be delivered from Jacob's trouble, from from the nuclear missiles, okay? And what I mean by being delivered from Jacob's trouble, meaning while you're living through Jacob's trouble, aka the apocalypse, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is taking care of you the whole time. All right? And Isaiah 65 goes into that. All right? So, and you got to have faith. You got to have faith in these scriptures. Okay? It says, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua. And that's exactly what we do. We rehearse the righteous acts. We keep the law, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability. All right. And we keep the high holy days of the Bible to the best of our ability. Okay. Now you can't be over righteous. You still got to go to work if you work on the Day of Atonement. Okay. Don't be over righteous. All right. Because you'll, what's the word? You can make life on you harder, all right, by being over righteous. Okay? So you gotta, at the same time, you gotta use wisdom. We subject to payments, we're in slavery, captivity. All right? But still though, even though you're going to work, you're still supposed to keep the Day of Atonement, you're still supposed to fast. All right? Brothers been doing this for years. Brothers been going to work on the Day of Atonement and they fast the whole time. All right? They man up, So, all right, we're to do the same, okay? So it says, all right, there shall There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates. All right. And doing stuff like that, it pleases Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, because the Lord see your faith. You're showing your faith by your works. All right. You're showing how much you truly believe by your works in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay. A man that barely believes, he's going to have what? Few little works. It's going to show. All right. So not only do we confess, all right, confess our faith, that we have of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, but also we show it in action. Okay. That's how you show that you truly love Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah and are obedient. All right. And we push this truth. We teach this truth. All right. Wholeheartedly. All right. Not adding and taking away, not taking the bag from these elites, not selling out, none of that. All right. Staying true to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay. So it says, this will be the last precept too. This Leviticus 23 and 26. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of this month, of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls an offering, and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement. That's why I brought out Judges 5 and 11. So in this captivity, in this oppression that we're going through, we rehearse the righteous acts. Okay? Okay, we rehearse the righteous acts. Now in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to be able to keep the high holy days perfectly. Okay? So don't be over righteous and you talking about you not going to work and this and that, and then you lose your job. Then you want people to feel sorry for you. All right. So don't make it harder than what it's already got to be. Trust me, you're gonna get your chance to go through that fire, that adversity. All right. We're about to enter into the persecution stage. All right, the hour of temptation. So you about to get all you can handle, and so don't don't add affliction on yourself. All right. So it says, and ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Okay. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people. All right. So we rehearse the righteous acts. We keep the holy days, for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. And we're hoping, during this day of atonement, that while we fasting and praying, that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah hear all our prayers and hurry up and just go ahead and start Jacob's trouble, get these prophecies going, 144 times faster. Okay. So we can get on out of here, Lord willing. Okay. Like the old folks say, do the damn thing. So Lord willing. But we see the finish line. We see the finish line. We see the prophecies. All right. So, I was just watching some scientists that was saying that October, the end. Yeah, they were saying the end of October. They said 31 Atlas will be directly behind the sun. That's what they said. So, which us in this truth, we understand that that's a chariot, so-called UFO. Okay. So we understand by way of the prophecies on the earth and the signs and the signs of the times. We know the Lord and the angels, you know, are making their way back to this earth, all right, to take over the earth, okay, and save the elect of the Israelites, all right. So you just gotta wait, be patient, okay. Learn this truth, learn this doctrine. That way you don't don't get deceived in these last days, okay. So it says, all right. And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, the same soul will I destroy from among his people. Ye shall do no manner of work. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls in the ninth day of the month at even, from even to even, unto even. All right. So from even unto even, that's sundown to sundown, shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. All right. And a lot of high holy days is like that. You treat them like a Sabbath day. Okay. All right. So that's basically all I wanted to. Wrong one. That's basic. Lord willing, the audio was good too. All right, so I want to end it and give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Habakkuk double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the men of the Lord doing the same teaching, same. Shalom.